Hey friends, Jeep JK here again. Original sound bad, new speakers good. Let's get into it. So I will be replacing the soundbar speakers as well as the kick plate underneath front speakers. So I'll go ahead and replace these. They did come with very lengthy instructions for every single car that these are going to fit into. So I will actually be reading these. I don't know what tools I might be missing, but we'll take a look at those. Yeah, it doesn't look too difficult, but let's give it a crack. So you're all probably very familiar with where the speaker is. It's right down here. The instructions do state that I do need a 7mm nut driver, Torx T20, and a Torx T15. Let's see if I have those, but the first step is to just gently pry on this part of the actual dash here at the bottom. So I don't know if I should pry at the bottom. Let's take a look at this as well. Gently pull out the panel just below the steering column. Also, okay, I have to actually pull this out. It says to gently, gently, I'm gonna go ahead and, there it is. All right, so that just has a bunch of tabs that I needed to pull out, so let's throw that aside. Second step is to find the smart panel just below the one you removed and pull to remove it as well. Oh geez, that was very smart, look at that. Now you find the 6 screws securing the dash to the steel framework behind it as indicated by the arrows.
72 hours later.
Now I have to find a single screw under the dash near the kick panel. So it's gonna be under there somewhere because the picture does show the door strap location. So let's take a look. And that's that one here. Remove the dash end panel. This is where it's calling for a little pry tool. I don't think I have one. So let's see if I could use my fingers as a pry tool. Yeah, who needs a pry tool? Then you carefully pull the dash panel outward until there's sufficient room to allow access to the 3 screws holding the speaker. This guy is gonna help me quite a lot today, I hope. I'm gonna try to start with the most difficult one. Although this is bending quite a bit, I don't recommend this because I don't think it's supposed to bend that far. Okay, so just wanted to show you all what I'm doing. So in here, you have one Phillips, you have another Phillips right up there, and there's one just behind there. So I'm gonna go ahead and set you guys up somewhere, take that down, and we'll continue on to the next step. You see, it's this kind of stuff that I buy and I think I'm never gonna use, but then it comes in handy in the weirdest situations. So go ahead and plop this guy onto my impact. So I got the speaker out. That last stubborn screw was right up there. So that was very difficult, or very annoying, I should say. Now let's just go ahead and pull that out and get the new one in. All right, so driver's side is just gonna be missing 2 bolts. I'm not a professional, I don't recommend doing this at home. It's probably gonna affect the quality, but we're moving on to the passenger side here before we move on to the soundbar. So it looks like this is just as easy. Just pop out the glove compartment, take out some bolts, put them in a better place so that they don't get lost, and just put it back together. So I'll just set the camera up and get to it. Also, just a quick note as I'm doing this, these Mopar kicker speakers, compared to the original, I'd say they're about 5 times heavier. I don't know how that translates to sound quality, but 5 times heavier, maybe 5 times better. We'll see. So So the 6th bolt is up here, which is kind of covered by this grab handle. All right, I got all the screws. Let's get this little speaker out. And just in case you're wondering, this is just a clip that you kind of just press in and remove the speaker. But out with the old and in with the new. All right, that's the front. Let's get to the back now. Should be a lot easier. Welcome to the back of the Jeep. See what it looks like. That was pretty simple. Let's get the new one and put it in. Now, one really cool thing about the soundbar is that the actual grill will fit on the kicker speaker. So should be a lot easier to get it to actually screw in, considering I don't have to use any right angle adapters or anything. So let's go ahead and get this screwed in and give this a test run before it gets dark out.
Three hours later.
So as you can see, it took a little longer than expected. Quick tip if you are doing this, just make sure that you don't lose any screws or bolts attached to the speakers. Those magnets are pretty damn strong.